Hey everybody, I am here tonight with Terraforming Mars, Ares Expedition. Okay, so the card game, the one that doesn't have the big board, not the original game, but the one that came out a little while ago that's kind of like Race for the Galaxy. It is, I'm here with the expansions though. So I first want to show this because this was surprising to me. I wasn't quite expecting it, but here is the original box. It is about this big. I don't know, 3 inches by 12 inches by 8 inches, probably. I don't know. That's my rough guess. But when I got the new one, the new expansions, here they are side by side. The original is the smaller of the boxes. So a natural disaster is happening, and that's the premise here. We're just going to jump in, look at some cards, talk about the cards, hang out, and look at the new expansions for Ares Expedition. So let's get right to it. Not that one, sorry. There we go. So again, here's the difference in size. Here's the old box, the original box for the game, and here is the new one. So we have, and this one a lot more of a developed kind of city space. But anyway, let's get right in here. Let me fix. I forgot I had changed something here. Let me make sure something's working real quick. There we go. There we go. All right, I'm back. So here's the game. Let's get into it and see what is in the box. I did take the plastic wrap off, so we won't have to mess with that. Okay. Inside the box, normal box, not wrapped the whole way, which is fine. Kickstarter exclusive. This Kickstarter version of Ares Expedition Expansions comes with some revised components for the base game based... Oh, I do remember this. They changed some of the cube size. We want to thank you for your feedback because we want the game to be as good as it can be for the people playing it. Here's a list of updated components. 2 cleared cubes for the temperature and oxygen tracks. These were reduced from the 12mm to 8mm. I didn't care about that. I guess some people did. So they fit better on their tracks. 2 narrower cube trays. They were made a little thinner so you have more options how to store them in your game. Now when you stand them up on their side, they're about the height of a project card stored on its side. One updated game board with 2 optional sides to use. The scoring spaces are larger, so more player cubes can easily be placed on each space. The reverse side has larger temperature and oxygen tracks as well. Okay. When you use the reverse side of the game board, you will need to use a second player cube to track your score once you reach 10 Terraform rating. 6 promo corporation cards. These cards were promos in the first Kickstarter. They had some typos that have been corrected. Oh, that's good. I do remember that too. That's cool. Additionally, future printings of the base game will provide the following setup option. Option setup for 6. Step 6, you can shuffle ocean tiles and stack them beside the board with the blue side face down. When a player flips an ocean, they can take the top tile in that stack, flip it over, and place it on the board. Note, this box contains all 3 expansions, Crisis, Discovery, and Foundations. The cards in each expansion are numbered, including the first initial of the expansion the card is from. So C, D, and F. All right, so that is that. Let's just take a general look, and then we'll get into cards here in a minute. So, Ares Expedition. We have Discovery. We have... I'll go ahead and read some. We're here at Nebu Labs. Nebu. Know you have a choice when it comes to terraforming corporations. That's why we never stop innovating, never stop pushing for the next milestone. Our scientists are working around the clock to create cutting-edge construction equipment, develop new research technology, and increase our production efficiency. When you choose Nebu Labs, you choose award-winning crop generation, groundbreaking scientific advancement, and record-setting economic growth. You deserve a new home built by a corporation that never settles for good enough. We at Nebu Labs have never been satisfied with doing things the old way. Mars is our future. Build it with the future of terraforming. Patricia Freeman, CEO of Nebu Labs. Okay, so this one adds 4 new mechanics. Awards, milestones. I think this is the one that I was most excited about. Awards, milestones, upgraded phase cards, and wild tags. Awards and milestones work very similar to how they function in Terraforming Mars. Wild tags give players flexibility as to what tag the card has when it is played. And upgraded phase cards give players an even bigger bonus when they play the corresponding phase. So here are the contents for this one. 40 upgraded phase cards, 3 card dividers, 4 corporation cards, 38 project cards, the new award tiles, milestone tiles, VP tokens, 40 tag tokens. All right, quite a lot in there for that first one. And let's see, maybe we should do that. Find the parts for each first. Yeah, let's just, well, here, I'm going to set aside the other ones, and then we'll give a quick overview, and then we'll go expansion by expansion. So Foundations will be next. Crisis will be next, I guess, just based on how the box was packed. Is that the order that's taken here, though? The order they said Crisis, Discovery, and oh, that's just alphabetical order. We'll see here. Okay, so there's the other 2 rule books. We'll read those when we get to them and take a look at them more. Let's kind of pull out everything, and then we'll find the ones just for Discovery, and then we'll go back and read the other ones too. Okay, 1 sheet, a second sheet, and that is double-sided with a slight difference. This one doesn't matter that it's double-sided. This one does have do not resolve the development phase on the back here, and do not resolve the phase bonus during the development phase. So these are slightly different on the different sides here. These are probably not going to be much, yeah, they're not going to really be any different on the back. Those are pretty small. Those are pretty small little, like 7-8 millimeters tall on those tokens there. But nice clear printing. More ocean tiles. VP bank. And different tracker here, not double-sided. More dual layer player boards. I don't think I need these, but we'll see. I don't know. Does it play more people now? We'll see. I played this game a bunch solo, and then I haven't played as much lately. But now I'm looking forward to playing it. Okay, 5 through 25 there. Same on that side. Okay. New board here. We'll have to compare those maybe. And that's different. Okay. And this one. What's the difference here? These look like they're the exact same. Oh, I see. This wraps around this way all the way to -30. This only goes 0%. This is 4%. Interesting. And then we go up to 8 here, 14 here, 40. That's all the same up there. Is this the same over here? Looks like it. This has the water, oceans thing here. This one does not. Oh, and the layout's no different on Mars. It's just the color printing ended up a little bit different. Oh, I see. So this one has this, and this one has this. So slightly different boards there. Okay. Cool. Let's see here. Player aids, new player aids. Probably with I think there were a couple of corrections for that. So that's the side. Dividers. Crisis cards, 4-player. We'll come back to that. Pro cards with awards or milestones. Project 5+. I think these are the corrected cards, maybe. Let's see. And then some more of those. Okay. We'll come back and we'll take a look at everything here. So I guess these trays have changed a little bit. I'm not ready to get the other one out and compare it. I think that's what that was saying. Yeah. All right, and 2 more. And some new tokens. All right, so silver, black and white. Of course, these are all the plastic ones. I don't do the super expensive metal ones. Tons of plastic bags. Okay. And then cards and cards and cards. So let's see what cards we actually need here. Oh, there's our 2 new clear tokens. If you can see those, they are smaller by a good amount. So there's that. All our different cards here. All right, so let's see what is actually in just Discovery, and we'll get that out and take a look at that. And okay, let's see here. Okay, so we have 40 upgraded phase cards. Let's find those first. 40 upgraded phase cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They'll have the D on them, right? Oh, let's see here. There is a pull tab on this. That's helpful. Maybe if I can grab the pull tab. That's always the worst for me. Not being able to grab the pull tab. Anyway, all right. Okay, we do have a way to open it otherwise. All right, so this one, is this the D cards? It said that they would have a D on the, or a letter of the card. Where at though? How to? These look like all upgraded. Well, this says upgraded, but this is just regular. So these ones are just regular. But then they say upgraded. How many of them are there? Let's see here. Upgraded phase cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 5 times 5 is 25. There's only 25 there. Did the other ones have phase cards in them? 10 phase cards, 10 upgraded phase cards. No phase cards in that one. Okay, so this might be the ones for, I don't know. Let's see. But I thought it said, let's go back here. I thought it said that there would be a way to keep track of what's what. This says six promo, future printings. I just thought I would be able to tell these apart. How do I tell these apart? I'm not sure. All right. I'm gonna set this to the side because that says upgraded, but I don't know which one goes with which one. So maybe it doesn't matter. We'll come back to that in a second. Let's see what else we have. I know that this isn't this expansion, the one that says disrupted supply line. So we'll come back to that deck in a minute. But let's try this one. This is upgraded right away here instead of something else on the top. So let's get right into this one. This one might be the one we're looking for here. This might be the Discovery expansion. All right. And okay. So let's see. 5 of these times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 5 is 40. So this is our box for the Discovery stuff, or at least our deck here. Okay, so what's the difference? What is the difference here? I'm gonna get now. I am gonna get out the original and see what we have as far as differences. And it'll probably take me a little while to organize this all later. I won't put everyone else through that, but we'll see what's going on. Let's see, how am I going to do this? Let's find blue stuff. I have it all kind of separated out into player bags. So it's ready to play when I want to play it. But let's see what the difference here. Okay, so here's the original. And let's see what the difference between the original and these upgraded ones are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's. Okay. Let's see here. And okay. Let's compare apples to apples as much as we can. All right, so this one, here's the original on the left, and here's the new one. Different background. All players draw 2 cards and keep 1. That's the same. Draw an additional 6 cards and keep an additional 1. So that's the difference on that one. Let's look at number 4. Each player gains heat plants and draws cards according to their production. They also gain MC equal to their production plus Terraform rating. That's the same. The bonus on this one is gain 1 MC, activate the production effect of one of your green cards an additional time this phase, while the normal bonus is gain 4 MC. Okay. And here, this one is each player activates any action effects and standard actions on the normal part. So basically the bonus is going to be different. You may activate 1 action an additional time. This one is you may repeat one of your action effects once, reveal the top 3 cards of the deck. Wow, that's a lot better. Place a blue or red card revealed this way into your hand and discard the rest. That's really cool. All right. Let's look at construction. Play the bonus here, draw a card or play an additional blue card or red card this phase. Play an additional blue or red card this phase or gain 6 MC. Nice. And they did change the background too. They have to, and they did that. But pay 3 MC less for the card you play is the normal one. This one is reduce the first card you play this phase by 3. You may play a second green card this phase with a printing cost of 12 MC or less. That's really cool. All right, so that's some of the differences on that one. But they're all, so what I'm guessing, without looking at all of them, is that they're going to give, yep, looks like it. They're going to give different types of bonuses throughout this deck. Reduce the cost of it. We'll just look at the ones for this. This one is reduce the cost of the card that you play this phase by 6 MC. Reduce the cost. This one's just reduced by 6 MC. Oh, this one is the same as this one. Okay. Okay, so half of them are the same, half are not. So they just give you some options, it looks like. All right, that makes sense. That's cool. That's the ones for discovery. And let's see what the next cards are. 4 corporation cards. Where are those? They're probably, are they down here at the bottom? Yep, here are. Let's look at these new corporations. So our first one is Apollo Industries. You start with 33 MC, upgrade your phase 2 card. And then it has this one with the, I think that's the science tag. Science tag. In fact, when you play a atom sign card, draw a card like this tag. This Exocorp, you start with 26 MC, upgrade your phase 5 card, and effects, cards you discard for MC are worth an additional MC. That's kind of cool. I'd probably use that one when I'm searching for cards I need a lot. That's good one. Hyperion Systems, you start with 30 MC, upgrade your phase 3 card, gain 1 MC. If you choose the action phase this turn, gain an additional 1 MC. Okay. And Soltira, that is a hard to see logo, but it is there. Soltira is you start with 30 MC, upgrade your phase 1 card, and you play a energy, including this, gain 2 heat. Oh, cool. That could make some nice combos. All right. So those are the new corporations and discovery. We do have the card dividers. Let's take a look at those real quick. 3 card dividers. Which card divider? There's more than 3 in this one, so let's see what this is. I think it's going to be this one. Yep, it's this one. All right, so we have one for upgraded phase cards, one for project cards with upgraded phase, and project cards with awards or milestones, which makes sense since we have the new awards thing in this one. Kind of show you the artwork there. Let me see if I can zoom in here real quick for you. There we go. In fact, we might just stay on this one for a while. That's a little bit easier to see. Okay, here's the new artwork, upgrade phase cards, project cards with upgrade phase, and project cards with awards or milestones. Okay. That's in there. And a bunch of new project cards, 38 of those. So we'll just see the general overview of that real quick. I won't go through every one. So this is a drone. Okay. Oh, no, it says drone assisted construction. I don't know what that thing is. Artwork has definitely gotten better over time with Terraforming Mars related products. All right, so that's about 10 of those. I don't know, 3, 6, 9 of those. Okay, 9 of those. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red cards. Requires yellow temperature or warmer. Upgrade 2 phase cards. That's kind of cool. Private Investor Beach. Requires a milestone and flip an ocean. Okay. Topographic mapping. I like the art on that one. And then a bunch of green cards, of course. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 22 or so. That seems right, because I think there were 7 red cards. 3, 4, yeah, 7 red cards, 9 blue, 22 of the green cards. 3D printing, biofoundries, blast furnace. Dandelions are on Mars now. There you go. Arc furnaces, local market, heat reflective glass, hematite mining, hydroponic gardens, ilmenite deposits. Yeah, the art is so much better. Look at that. Martian Museum, like they have actual art, not just like clip art, whatever. So it's improved by so much. Perfluorocarbon production. Interesting. Political influence, nuclear detonation site, and warehouses. Okay. So that's all the cards, all the new cards, and our 3 card dividers. Set that to the back for now. I have some organizing to do later with the new expansions and the original game. In fact, I don't need that yet. Let's see here. Let's do some punching. Let's see here. 7 award titles. I think I saw more than 7 award titles. So are there other awards and other ones? Nope, I didn't see. I was wrong. Okay, so here's the first one. Visionary, most upgraded phase cards. All right. Industrialist, most of those 2 symbols. I forget what those are. Titanium and something else. Steel, maybe, I forget. That's been a while. Like I said, I played a lot and then I haven't opened it in a couple months. Celebrity, most mega credit production, excluding terraforming. Generation, most heat production. Project manager, most cards in play. I can probably pull that one off. Collector, most resources on cards. Researcher, most science. That's what that. All right. So some different ways to play now. And then these little things here are called milestone tabs. I'm going to punch them and then we'll talk about them. All right. So let's see what we got. We have Legend 3 points, 6 red cards. Farmer 5 leaf production. Energizer 10 heat production. Tycoon 6 blue cards. Gardener 3 forest. Magnate 8 green cards. Diversifier 9 different tags in play. Terraformer 15 points. I think that it's the same symbol as this one. Builder 8 iron ore. Or I think that's what I forget the things. 6 space baron. 6 space tags. Planner 12 project cards in play. All right. So a bunch of different ones of those. That'll add some nice variety. 2. Drop those back there. And then, okay, so we've gone through, there's a 3-point token here. So some, I'm not going to, I'll just show you them real quick, but I'm not going to go piece by piece and say what they are like that. We have 16 of these VP, 3 VP tokens now. All right, those are all there. And then we have, probably going to put these in a bag right away, actually. The animal tokens, the different types of symbol tokens here. Tags. Tags is what they're called. Oh, that's weird. So these are double-sided, but I'm going to have to read about them because they're double-sided, but like the one side here is animal and over here it's space. So that's kind of weird to me to have that on the opposite side. Maybe there's a reason for it. I'll have to read. If not, that's going to be confusing. Dual use tokens are always a little bit odd. I guess it's not even necessarily dual use. I don't know yet. If somebody who's watching knows why they're double-sided with different things instead of the same thing, I would be happy to know. I'm sure I'll find out later as I read it. But that's just seems initially to be an odd choice to me. Okay. Almost done with that. I'm just going to bag these real quick so I don't lose them because they're kind of tiny. All right. To the recycle bin with you. All right. And okay, so that's everything in here, I think. And this is the nicer paper too. I do like that this is the kind of thicker, nicer vinyl feeling paper. That's everything as far as the contents in Discovery. Let's see if we can find real quick why these have different things on each side instead of the same tag. So that seems like an odd choice, but maybe it's not. Let's check that out real quick. All right, put those in there so they can't run away. And Maybe there's a rhyme to the reason to the rhyme. Whenever a card with wild tag is revealed, the player reveal it, chooses what tag counts as. If you use an effect, it doesn't say anything there. That's weird. I don't see anything immediately. It's just an odd choice to do double-sided but not have the same one on each side. All right. So that was the components for Discovery. Let's go ahead and do a little reading, a little more story time for... let's do this one, which is, I believe this... Oh, this is Foundations. Yep, here's Foundations. Okay. And then we'll do some more comparison. What makes a planet livable? The air we breathe, the crops we grow, these things may be important, but they alone aren't enough to make a planet home. And that is what we all truly want. Not just a new planet, but a new home amongst the stars. Building a home starts with the people who will live there. The houses we sleep in, the highways that connect us, the hospitals that care for us. These aren't luxuries, these are necessities. Try living a few years in a city without subways and sewage lines, and you'll see just how necessary infrastructure is. You ask, how will we build these things? How can we hope to add even more work to the already tiring burden of terraforming a brand new planet? Well, as my grandfather and my father before me always said, more hands make less work. Terry Neal, Astro Liaison for the United Nations, January 10th, 2315 AD. So this adds additional player boards, cubes, and phase cards so the Ares expedition can be played with up to 6 players. Okay, there we go. I did think it expanded the player count, and it does. That's why there's more dual layered player boards in here. So there's those. So now we can play it not just 4, but 6, which means we'll need a really big table. That's okay. I think I might. I'll be bringing this one with me some places. I mean, how many card games like this play 6? There's a couple. Okay. This expansion also includes 2 additional game boards. One is larger score track. The other adds a 4th terraforming metric infrastructure. Additionally, there are new project cards that involve infrastructure. Okay, cool. So now let's see what we have. We have the infrastructure track. This is new. So let's look on that. It's kind of cool. Not double-sided like some of the other things, though. That is just a single side to that. Has 0, 7, and 14 if you can't see that. And then 21 through 21, 28 increments of 7 to 49. Same increments of 7 all the way up. 56, 63, 70, 77, and then this jumps 8, and then 7, and then 8 again for the last 3. Okay, so that is that. We have a supplemental scoreboard, which is double-sided, so you can put it either way. Yeah. We have 10 phase cards. Let's see, where are those? Are those the ones we already opened, but we didn't look at yet? 10 phase cards and 20 upgraded phase cards. These are just for, that's why, because we had the 1, 2, okay, there's 2 packs. This gives you enough to 1, so there's 3 and 4, and then there's our, okay, 1. Okay, so we have our basics, and then we have our upgraded, and that gives you enough so that you have enough for 6 players. Okay, so there's all our, they are out of order, so you have to, not that it's a big deal, but you have to put the cards where they go. And the new colors are black and white, of course. And that's why we have black and white cubes now, too. Okay, so 6 players. And then we have 22 project cards. So we have some blue and red at the beginning, of course. Let's see here, how many blue? 2, 4, 6 blue. Interesting, because there's going to be more red in this one. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 red, and then less green this time. 1, 2, 3 green, and then one new corporation. Let's take a look at the corporation first. Our new corporation is Inventrix. At the start of the game, draw 3 cards. And at the start of the game, draw 3 cards. You start with 33 MC. And this is a lot of icons here, so hopefully it's straightforward. When playing a card with requirements, you may consider infrastructure, oxygen, or temperature one color higher or lower. This cannot be modified further by other effects. That's helpful. That's cool. I want to try this corporation. That sounds fun. Okay, so new corporation. And then let's take a look at these, see if there's anything that really stands out. So these are going to be kind of playing with the infrastructure theme. Adaptations, cargo ships, interplanetary superhighway, maglev trains. That's cool. Again, the artwork is just leaps and bounds above what it used to be. Pets. That's a lot of cats. We were just talking about cats tonight with my D&D group online. Sawmill, special design, architectural blueprints, bedrock wellbore, Callisto Skybridge. Cool. Combustion turbines, city planning, grain silos, invasive irrigation, Jezero Crater Hospital, low atmosphere planes, power grid uplink, subways, urban forestry, and then microloans, of course. Why not? No, that's Seed Bank and QuantLink conferencing. Requires red infrastructure or higher during the production phase. Draw a card, and it gives you a point. All right, lots of new cards there. And I did show you the dual layer boards, but there's 2 more dual layer boards, which is nice for your 6 players. And then we got the additional cubes for infrastructure, black player, white player, and then so we don't run out of cubes for everybody with the copper, silver, and gold. And 1 new card divider too. Our new card divider, let's look at that. Because I like that art. It is just for let's see here. It is just for projects. There you go. That's pretty cool. Look at that. It's kind of like that plane thing from that Tom Cruise movie where he was up in the clouds at the beginning. I won't give away the rest of the movie. Okay, so projects +5, 5+. All right, cool. And 2 new player aids, so everybody can have a player aid. Excellent. That is foundations. And then our last one is going to be, we can put these in the box because we've already dealt with that. Our last one is going to be the one with the most cards and probably the most differences to how we play. That is Crisis. All right, let's hear about this crisis. Emergency broadcast. People of Mars, our world is in crisis. This morning, October 3rd, 2775. So we've jumped another 400 years in the future since Foundations. Because the first, let's see here. Yeah, there's no date on Discovery. Foundations is 2315, and this is 2775. So 460 years in the future. Okay. C-class asteroid of unprecedented size collided with comet C2214b1 and changed trajectory. 2 hours ago, impacted our planet 50 miles south of the Valles Marinas. The asteroid's descent ripped a hole in the atmosphere, and the seismic aftershocks have destroyed much of the infrastructure supporting our life here on Mars. Clouds of dust are still rising from the impact, blocking out the sun and suffocating our plant life. Early reports from the few research outposts that remain online are catastrophic. The rip in the atmosphere is upsetting the greenhouse gas effect and letting water vapor escape. The longer we wait, the colder our planet will become. There is no time to evacuate the populace. Our only option is a race against time. People of Mars, I urge you not to panic. Our most powerful corporations have already begun to reconstruct the necessary infrastructure to keep this planet livable. Mars was a desolate wasteland when we found it. But we did not give up. We made a home when it was once considered impossible. We will not let it be taken from us now. We will do the impossible again. Anaya Nomo, representative of the United Martian Nations. All right. So players play as corporations just as in the original expedition. You choose phases and play project cards as normal. The difference is players are working together to keep Mars habitable after a natural disaster. Every round, a new crisis card will be drawn that will require the players to achieve a certain goal to remove that crisis from play. Each turn that a crisis card is not completely dealt with, it will lower one or more of the terraforming metrics that keep Mars habitable. Handle all the crises as they rise. Eventually, a crisis card will be drawn that allows the players to win the game once they have completely re-terraformed Mars. So this one has more rules and things to it than the others. It is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages long. Actually, it changes the gameplay somewhat. And then you have 3 different layers of difficulty for it: beginner, expert, and nightmare. That sounds, actually, that'll probably be fun. I don't know how good I'll be at it, but that sounds fun. 4 corporation cards, 10 dummy player phase cards, co-op game board. So let's take a look at that, because I think I didn't quite pull out. Last time I didn't. So which one was the co-op game board, and which one was, I forgot to show that with Foundations. One was the new board. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So the new board that was with Foundations was this one that has the bigger track around here, and the new one for this one is the one with the oceans track down here. Okay. So this is the new one for this one. All right. We have 85 crisis cards. That's cool. That's a lot. I like to see a good variety. 3 double-sided detriment tokens, 7 new card dividers, a crisis board, player aids, and 9 ocean tiles. Okay, let's take a look at this crisis board first. So we have this crisis board. It says, so there'll be a victory point bank there. That's kind of light. Might be hard for you to see, but it looks like we'll put our crisis cards here. And then it says, put detriment tokens into play based on metrics. Resolve the persistent effects of all crisis cards in play. Draw a card from the crisis deck and resolve any immediate effects. And then draw a card from the dummy hand. Planning step, resolve phases step, and end step. You may spend 2 VP to remove 1 crisis counter any number of times. Spend 2 VP to remove 1 crisis counter. Okay, that makes sense. So that is that, and that is just single-sided. Let's look at the crisis deck first, since that's new and different. I'm not going to read all of them. I'll just kind of show a few of them so you have an idea of what's coming with that, what kind of gameplay change that event type of card does. Okay, so the very first one is Disrupted Supply Lines. It's persistent. I don't know if that means it drops the temperature 2 or just makes it count as 2. I don't know. Each player draws a card and may give 1 card in hand to another player to decrease the oxygen 1 step. Okay. I don't know what the 2 there was. Goal, play an Earth or Jovian tag to remove a counter is what the goal there. And then it has a 2 here. I'll have to read the rules to understand all this. Tier 2, 3. So maybe these are for different. Okay. There are different player counts here. So these are for 3 player. Let's take a look at one that says 4 player. It says emergency shelters, persistent, oxygen down, and temperature down. Temperature and oxygen down. Each player may give 1 card in hand to another player, decrease the temperature 1 step. Play a building. That's what that is, not iron. Building. Play a building tag to remove a counter. Has a 4 here, and different tiers to these. These are all 4. All of these are 4. Okay. So there's our new. I think these are probably the dummy, because they're double-sided. These are the dummy base cards. 10 of those. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, those are our dummy phase cards. Right here. And here's our reminder cards. During play, remove these cards if you draw them. And we have some new corporations. Let's read another one of these. One of these crisis cards, though. Deglaciation, persistent. 2 oceans down, 1 temperature down. Set aside all detriment tokens. Place all red detriment tokens into play. The goal is play an event tag to remove a counter. It's a 5. It's tier 3, 4 player. So it's kind of looking like, and maybe there's more of these cards. Let's see if there are more of these. Well, there should be because there's 85. But it's looking like so far. Is this expansion compatible with the other expansion that goes up? This? Yep. Here we go. So far, I wasn't seeing ones that were compatible with the higher player count. So let's see what we have. All right. So these say tier 0, and they're for all player counts. Oh, here, this one's for solo. And for 2 player. I think that's what that. And 3. I'm really confused. Let's see here. Let's see what this is over here. This says 4 player, and this says 3. Yeah, there's a bunch for the 3. But this is all player counts. This is a 1 down here. And then, let's see. And then we go back to a 2, which is a different color. Okay. Drop the temperature. Each player may give 1 card in hand to another player to decrease the temperature 1 step. Play a building tag to remove. So they're kind of similar. Lose 2 MC, decrease the temperature. I mean, it's all bad stuff that's going to happen. And then you're going to have to deal with it in a certain way. This one just has a single thing on it. Decrease the oxygen and temperature 2 steps each, and flip 2 oceans face down, and then discard it. And that's it. It's just discarded. So that's interesting. So it looks like, I'm just going to stack those all together. Let me see if this is compatible with the 5 and 6 player. If you're playing 2 to 4 players, if you're playing 3 or 4, so it came with another. These 2 expansions came together, but they're not compatible. So if you're playing with this Crisis, you can't play with. You can't play with the 5 and 6, maybe? That's what it's looking like. Based on just a quick cursory reading of Rule 10 here, and I could be wrong. But you're allowed to talk about anything. It's a co-op mode, so it's a co-op way of playing the game. But not for 5 and 6 players. 5 and 6 players aren't welcome at the co-op table. Just joking. All right, let's see what these new corporations are, and then we'll take a look at the final little bit of stuff that's in here. Burstar Corporation. Burstar Corporation, it says you start with 46 MC. That's a lot, so they're not going to be probably very good otherwise. When you play a space card, you play 3 MC less for it. Use only when playing crisis mode. Okay, so you can't use it. Are these all that way? Yep. So these 4 corps are specific to crisis mode. When you play a card with a printing cost of 18 MC or more, remove a counter from a crisis card and play. Cool, that's helpful. And then we have Magna Inc. You start with 1 MC production and 40 MC. This is very similar to one of the ones in the original game. Use only when playing crisis mode. When you remove a when you remove a counter from a crisis card and play during the resolve phase step, gain 2 MC. Orbex. Oh, it's an O around the Orbex. Okay. Orbex. You start with 38 MC. Use only when playing crisis mode. You and another player each gain 2 MC. If you're playing solo, you gain 3 MC instead. Okay. And then Sherazan, you start with 44 MC. Use only when playing crisis mode. Give 1 card in hand to another player. They may give 1 card in hand to you. If you're playing solo, draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. So getting through the deck. And that is the corpse for that. Let's see what these cards are. These are expansion promo cards. You know, they fixed some stuff. You know, I'm not going to go over those. In fact, I'm just going to, because I need to make sure I replace the ones that are wrong later on. I guess I'll show you, but then I'm going to put them right back in here. So, Nibu Labs. So, oh, Mod Pro, Next Step Initiative, Romira, and Ostelaire. Okay, so maybe these aren't, because I feel like those are new corporations. I'll have to look. And then 4, 5, 6, 7 blue cards. Hello Zoo, Innovative Technologies, Martian Studies Scholarship. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check later what cards. I think these are new ones. Which means I should probably show you those because these are promos. I should show you what these corps do. I bet you these are the fixed ones. I think so. It's not labeled. About 6 promo corporation cards. These cards were promos in the first. I had some typos. I think that's these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, I think that's these ones. And then Mars University. Central Mars University. There it is. Okay. So I think that's these ones actually that are the ones that need to be taken out, replaced. I'll check that later though. 1, 2, yeah, because we only have 5 here. Let's take a look at these corps real quick. Nebo Labs, you start with 25 MC, upgrade a face card. When you reveal an upgraded face card, gain 2 MC. Mod Pro. Start with 37 MC, choose a tag and add it to this card. That's cool. Reveal the top 4 cards of the deck. Place a card with a tag that matches this corpse tag. Revealed this way into your hand, discard the rest. Next Step Initiative, you start with 35 MC, use only when playing crisis mode. Okay, so that's the new one. For that mode only, I'll put that over there in a second. At the start of the planning step, if there's at least 1 detriment token in play, gain 2 heat or 1 plant. You start with 48 MC, this is Romira. Start with 48 MC, use only when playing with 5+ players. Okay. And if you choose the same phase as another player during the planning step, gain 1 MC. You start with Ostelaire. You start with 42 MC, choose a tag and add to this card, place a cube of your player color on a milestone of your choice, use only playing milestones. Effect, when you gain the milestone with your player cube on it, gain 3 TR. So that's those. Cool. And then our final couple things. Our new artwork on our new dividers here. Let's take a look at that. Crisis mode. So we got that bits of stuff hitting the planet that's on the front of the box. Very bad. So for crisis cards, 4 players, 3 players, 2 players, and 1 player. Crisis cards tier 0, crisis dummy face cards, and crisis mode only corpse. So all stuff for the crisis mode and some 1VP tokens and new ocean tiles. Well, that is everything. Oh, no. There's one more thing. We forgot the double-sided detriment tokens. Let's go back and look at those. And then that will be just about everything that was in the box, besides stuff that doesn't really matter a whole lot, like the player aid. Hopefully those are correct. I'm guessing they are. Okay. There are ocean tiles. And do the recycling over there. Let's see here. Here, there. So the detriment. Because there's just 3 of these. Let's read these real quick. All right, we have ocean, decrease either the temperature or the oxygen by 1. Ocean, decrease either the temperature or the oxygen by 2. Temperature, your cards cost 1 MC more to play, or your cards cost 3 MC more to play. Oxygen, do not resolve the phase bonus during the development phase, or do not resolve the development phase at all. Wow. So it will add some new types of challenge that will probably be a good way to play solo. It's probably how I will be playing it most. We'll see. I mean, it might be a good co-op game too. And yes, I have not forgotten about Lord of the Rings, but what I'm actually planning to do is completely start over again and do a whole playthrough now that I've beat it myself. I just went ahead and took the time to make sure I wasn't forgetting rules. And I'm going to go through and play in one big long marathon session. Streaming, I'll play all the parts of the campaign. And we'll see if I can beat it nonstop. But I don't know when that will be. I've been out of town more than I expected to be lately. And I have to help some people move this week. So anyway, that was Terraforming Mars, Discovery Foundations, and Crisis. It looks like everything is going to fit in the box here nicely, which is kind of weird because it means I have to get rid of my old box. What am I going to do with that? I don't know. We'll see. It's just a box, Christopher. It's just a box. But I think everything will fit in this new box without any problems. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. If you stop by or if you watch it later on and you see something I missed, let me know. I hope you have fun with the game. I know I'm looking forward to playing it again. Happy gaming. I'll catch you later.